Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Permiano.
And I'm Dan DeBriel, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Hey.
What's up?
Are you asking me or the general population?
I'm asking you directly, and I don't care
God.
what's up with them.
I mean, they have more interesting things going on than I do. No doubt about it.
Yeah. You have any shows this weekend? You said you had something last.
We don't fucking plug at the beginning of
No, not this weekend. Last weekend. Did you do a fun show? You had one.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, all right.
I don't. No, I
thought you had shows last weekend.
I had a dinner reservation.
Oh, wow. Where'd you go?
I went out for some. Wait. One night I had Greek food, and another I had Japanese.
Okay.
I lived it up last week.
What a cultural experience you went through.
I know.
This weekend.
You never knew I was so worldly, did you?
Davey Worldwide here. All right. Anthony Bourdain.
Wait, is he the one that killed himself? Yeah. Anthony Bourdain.
I'm hustling here to make up for this very slow
Dude,
start.
I was
Are we trying to get it? Yeah,
I was about to say one of the best beginnings of this podcast
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, this one's starting weird, but I'm going to soft shoe out of it.
It
Let's
started
do it.
hot.
Yeah.
I'm only suicidal because of my life. I wouldn't be suicidal with his life.
Oh, man. Well,
Yeah. So
that's
we
cool.
we got no guest today. We have Neil back.
We're very happy to have Neil back in the booth.
Canonically I killed him last episode, but
Right.
And also, he got giant fake tits. They look great, by the way.
Thank you, buddy.
true. We lost our guest to a T-ball game. He's playing.
I don't think so. I would not want to run on that if he's the catcher, though. You're not getting home if he's standing in between you.
This is my first time hearing that T-ball has a catcher.
Well, yeah, I guess they wouldn't, would they? No, they just don't need someone to catch if a runner's coming home, right?
I think the ump just plays for both sides, right?
The ump just comes in.
I mean, these are kids. These games would fucking take forever. Like, you got to have like an adult sprinkled here or there.
Yeah, I quit T-ball when I was a kid because they kept ginning ties. Like, they kept bending the rules to make sure the teams would tie, and then they would call it.
But you're old.
Well, this was when I was a kid.
Yeah, but when we were kids, that was the cool part about us being kids. There was competition back then.
Well, that was what I was angry because I wanted to be in a competitive league, and I was put into a feel good bullshit league.
So you were bad, is what they're like. You were so bad that you would have gotten a complex from how bad you were.
I was bad, but that has nothing to do with it. I was competitive. So I've always been competitive and bad. So I lose, but I want to win. I don't want to tie.
You
I
weren't
don't want
competitive
the rules.
enough to up your game.
Correct. But I was competitive enough to be like, this is bullshit. This is fixed.
Yeah.
You're making it so that we always tie. It was bullshit.
I don't have kids myself, but I have nieces. I'd like to think if I went to any of their sporting events, which I'm not going to press to be invited to, but I won't say no if, I'd like to see him play. I don't. I know it would be terrible to watch, even with a rooting interest. But I think, I would definitely come with, a notebook and keep score.
You in a notebook at a child sporting event doesn't look sinister at all.
It doesn't, but what
kind of stats is he taking right now?
Yeah.
That was real tall.
Measurements? What's going on?
I would learn baseball's rule. Yeah.
Number 83, how much you weigh? How much you weigh, 83?
Yeah. Uncle Dave, did you see that hit I got? Well, technically there was already 3 out, so I stopped counting everything after that. Fuck this going around the batting order every inning bullshit that they do.
When I was a freshman in college that summer, you really have nothing to do. You're still broke. You're back home. Me and my friend who was back in his hometown too, we would drink at his place and walk down to the park that was next to his house. And there was always a little league game. And we would be mildly publicly drunk watching in the stands. We did it like 2 or 3 times, and then we were like, we look like the older brothers of like someone in the thing, but it was like something that you or I
Except they were all black, so they had
Yeah, it was okay until we tried to get them to sign our shirts. That was when it was.
Yeah, I guess I trust you calling me creepy then, since you have real world experience at it.
We did. I tell you what, as a game enjoyed by bored, drunk college kids, Little League's fun. You can really get into it.
I mean, yeah, but you're talking like, so this is like the 12-year-olds?
No, like 14, 15-year-olds.
Okay, so they can actually
play, yeah.
Yeah, 12 is, well, I wasn't competent at 12, but, well, they put me on the special needs baseball, or whatever it was.
Was this a Jewish camp? Did they make
No,
you
I
play
didn't.
a Jewish
I
camp?
was done with Jew camp, but no, I was athletic at Jew.
You were one of our greatest Jewish athletes.
I was crushing it at Gaga ball. I was first picked at hockey often.
That's cool.
No, because I did the. I was like decent, but for somehow during the tryout I got the yips or whatever. So like every ground ball,
yeah.
So, but I crushed that fucking. Yeah, I was playing with the kids that had to wear a helmet at bat and in the field. Although the best player on the team was a chick, who's obviously
a little giant situation,
a lesbian right now.
Oh yeah, of course, probably.
But yeah, I'm guessing she probably crushed the tryout. But I guess sexism was the name of the game back then, and they're like, all right, it's still a broad. Put her in the fucking special league with Dave and all the helmet kids.
It's a very 1990s approach to it. They're like, well, she's a woman that's technically special needs, I guess.
She fucking hit a chrome run, like,
of course she did.
Over the fence.
It's Little Giants. She was one of the best players on that fucking team, and then she wasn't allowed to go up to the next level because of sexism.
But the point I'm trying to make is, come on, you've seen one T-ball game, you've seen them all. Like,
yeah, I mean, baseball's so boring.
Yeah.
Baseball's so boring that it really doesn't lose that much when you drop it all the way down to high school students. It's not a very, like, if you watch like a high school football game or something, that shit sucks. Like, they can't play.
It's always fun to see the one HGH kid just fucking running with 7 kids hanging onto his legs or whatever.
I remember that from Little League too. There was always that kid that hit his growth spurt, and he was like 6 feet tall, and he was the pitcher because he just had all the leverage. And it was like the team that had the kid that had the growth spurt was winning the league. Like it was almost guaranteed.
It's true. Or had the one woman. Or
The one woman who didn't have to wear the helmet.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't a helmet kid either.
So you and her were the only helmetless people. Do you think there was like a love connection there? Like you saw each other?
Or, like more athletic 9-year-olds.
Oh, man.
But an unathletic 12-year-old.
No. So that was a long walk to say our guest won't be here because his son is playing T-ball, I assume. Yeah.
And no, good. Show up to your kid's sport again.
Yeah, and more important than showing up to our thing. But
I assume that's where YouTube pranksters come from, and kids that chrome. I saw that. That was one of the news stories, but I didn't write a joke for it.
I haven't seen this. What's chrome?
It's chroming. It's, I guess, where you just take an aerosol, like a hairspray or something toxic, and just drink it.
Oh shit! Like Mad Max, right? Like spray your mouth with it, and like.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's where they got the. Yeah,
That's what
come through Valhalla, all shiny and
like
chrome.
all shiny and chrome. Witness me.
Well, she died. But they called it a trend. I don't know. So I don't know if she's the first one that died. But I mean, it's got to happen.
Yeah,
right?
sure. People, if you chrome, you're probably gonna die.
Someone needs to be made an example of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish it were. Okay, yeah, it was a 13.
I want to know where you were going to go with that.
Let's make it a dude. I don't know.
But there is, you said there was a Jake promised us.
Yeah, Jake is rescheduled for mid-July.
Okay.
He said that he will tattoo a dick pic.
Did you guys say the full guest's name?
Oh, Jake Matera. Did we not say Jake
Why?
Matera?
I don't think so.
We don't
So
need
that
to
was-
plug him if he's not fucking here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying you're contextually talking about
Yeah.
a person you have not fully mentioned.
That's true. Hilarious. Philadelphia comedian Jake Matera from the Big Sky Comedy Festival. He's done. He's open for fucking everybody. He's a big-
Album out now.
Yes.
One soft one. a
We've
soft
already
one.
we've already had enough people switch over to Little League World Series just from our intro alone.
Jake Matera is barging his way onto the field of that right now. That's why he canceled.
But yeah, he said he will tattoo one of our dick pics onto himself.
Well,
If
he
he
just said a
cancels-
dick pic, right? He didn't say one of our dick pics.
I said I'm not gonna give him verification. I'm not gonna hold my thing up to the real thing.
Sure, he's gonna know when it's black when you send him a black picture.
He doesn't know. I mean, I could swear I've seen a movie where they did like a fake surgery thing and
Someone got a black dick transplant. That sounds like a really lame, like a 1980s style.
Yeah,
like,
back when-
sketch.
back
yeah.
when dicks were used to amuse.
Could be like
like
a
a
Kids
dick-
in the Hall sketch or something.
Yeah, dicks were
Yeah.
comic relief at one point. Now dicks are all artistic and shit.
Yeah.
Like if I don't respect an actor if I haven't seen his dick now. Has he really put it all out there?
Well, now dick is like the like give back. It's like the apology for having like written so much gratuitous titty into things now. Like we were talking about House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon's doing that. They're like, here's a
Oh.
dick. Why? Just because we're sorry about all the titty from of the past 8 years in Game of Thrones. It's just they're just showing flaccid dick
I mean,
as like a gimme. Like here you go, everybody.
the House of the Dragon opened up and closed up with fucking miscarriages. So I'm just saying, we're on your side, women.
Yeah.
Now here's a bunch of you bleeding, just bloody fucking dead things out of your vagina.
Like imagine how horrific it would be to be a woman in the
They
Middle
literally-
Ages.
yeah.
But also here's some floppy, flaccid dicks.
Yeah, we're gonna bookmark it with fucking bloody piles of dead baby. But here's them dicks in between. Well, Game of Thrones had a lot of dick too,
Yeah, it did.
and like
But it was criticized early on for having a lot of gratuitous like female nudity, and it started working in the male nudity in as well. Which it doesn't really bother me. But it's like it is
Yeah.
that it's just like now it's like equal opportunity, like full frontal.
well, like the mid 2000s, there was a while where dicks were just being used to be for comic, like in
Just
like
showing it, yeah.
Dewey Cox and Forgetting Sarah Marshall, just
Yeah,
turned around dick.
there's
And, like,
just a dick.
I saw them both in theaters. The audience went crazy.
Yeah, of course.
And then Michael Fassbender had to whip out his giant.
Oh
hog.
God,
Yeah,
yeah. That's more of a horror than a comedy.
I didn't see the movie where he took it completely out.
Oh yeah.
But I did. Someone dragged me to that fucking Shakespeare movie. He did Macbeth or something.
He took it out in another movie?
No, he didn't take it out, but he was like wearing white pants and wading through a river. And when he got out, you could see
it.
Neil's looking it up now.
Yeah, there we go. This
Gotta
is
see
better.
this piece, man.
So I was
It's
saying,
a
yeah.
hog. And listen, I would take it out if I had that. I'd take it out in every movie.
Oh yeah.
I would demand it credit. It would have to get the end and introducing.
I stood up in the theater and said, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." But long story, that's what I am not above looking up dicks for the sake of comment. Oh, there! Wow,
There it is. Holy shit! That
this
thing
is just for our benefit too. This is not. You're not.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Hopefully
good
this is
idea
Going
if
out
I-
on the internet.
I don't think it's a
That's
good
not
idea.
even
if I
hard.
pull it
That's
up.
just
That's just
flaccid
hanging.
dick, right?
No, yeah,
Yes,
that's
that's-
just dick hanging.
that's not
This
too
guy's
bad.
Hanging dong.
Not too bad. I haven't seen this.
You're not allowed. You shouldn't have a jawline.
I haven't seen this movie though. I don't even know what movie.
I don't
this
think
It's
is
a
that the
weird
movie.
one.
It's that I forgot the
Hunger?
name.
No, what is it called?
You just typed in Michael
Yeah,
Fassbender naked.
David,
Huh?
yeah. This is
We
an
got the
accurate
triple
search.
X
This is what we got going on.
That's
We don't want to
interesting. I can't
hover
take my
on it
eyes
because
off
we're not
that
sure.
thing.
But if you
True.
just type in Mike Fassbender dick pics, yeah,
You can see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I guess he
you
showed
get
it a
some
lot in
goodies.
this. Oh
Or
wow,
just
you got a
look-
GIF now?
Yeah,
Or
I got
just
gifts,
wow, that thing is
done.
dude.
Because
All
that
right.
thing is
It's not
probably
bad. It's
like
chubbed
just in
up at the
shadow.
touch. It's got a little chub to it. It's not like
No,
You know
it's
he's, like,
fucking.
got
That is
it a
not chub.
little.
That thing is just dangling in the wind.
it's not bad. It's a good, decent piece.
Yeah.
Good on
Yeah,
him.
well,
Don't know the movie.
God
I don't
bless
know
you,
what
Michael
movie this is. I don't
Fassbender.
know. Yeah, Michael Fassbender.
Some guys do have it all.
Some guys do. But,
I mean, yeah, he's
I
got
feel like
that,
I bummed
He's
you
got
guys
everything.
out.
He's
got
got
that
talent. He's
fucking
got a
jawline,
jawline.
yeah.
He hangs dong.
an accent.
God,
Bitches love the accent.
He's got to go down. He's got to have some sort of Armie Hammer situation or something like that now. He's got it. He's had it too good for too long.
I'm actually surprised Armie Hammer hasn't been forgiven yet. I thought
he hasn't. If he had been tied to like something like a project like Ezra Miller was, he might have survived it. But he wasn't doing anything when he got.
I mean, yeah, what was the last movie? He made that fucking Hercule Poirot movie.
Yeah.
And that movie sucked.
Yeah, did it? I didn't see it, but just that he went with Hercule Poirot or whatever.
I mean, first of all, Hercule Poirot's the shit.
Yeah, he is, but it's not exactly the IP you want to go after if you're trying to be like a figure in American culture. Like America's not going to start going crazy for Poirot.
They're going crazy for the murder mystery though. The fucking the Knives Out movies are
yeah.
they're both on the lexicon now, right?
That's true. But that's
No,
I think
it's-
because people are in love with that character, Benoit Blanc.
But they would be in love with Hercule if the movies weren't
If they were good.
CGI
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
shit fest.
If they were good, people would probably like them,
But he was in fucking the Social Network, and there was two of them.
yeah, that's true.
Don't you get? Just cancel one of the fucking Winklevosses and keep Armie Hammer.
feed one to the other one?
I guess he was also in that movie where Johnny Depp played Tonto. And that's not.
Yeah, that's just a prop. That movie is problematic from top to bottom. Everyone in that movie is bad, and
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was just talking about Johnny Depp being an Indian, not even Johnny Depp, the
being
possible
Johnny Depp.
domestic abuser.
yeah, and confirmed rampant alcoholic and bad father. You know,
Well-
bad dudes up and down that movie doing bad things.
I never expected Captain Jack Sparrow isn't good at he's too good at being Captain Jack Sparrow to make me think he's completely acting there.
Yeah, I agree.
You
You just hear him speak, and you're just like, yeah, you're a drugged out actor. He's what Robert Downey Jr. was going to become.
Yeah, like they didn't even make him read for that part, right? Like
they just
he
did.
walked in as a possibility. They're like, "Are you
Yeah, he's-
already in character? What's
Yeah.
happening right now?"
He already dresses like that.
Yeah.
He walks and talks like
Right.
that.
It's just who he is. He's only acting when he's doing the weird fucking threesomes with Helena Bonham Carter and
Yeah.
Tim fucking what's his name?
So yeah,
No,
Tim
although
Curry.
yeah, sure, why not?
Who wouldn't be in a fucking threesome with Tim Curry?
Of course, I'd do it for the experience.
Even all stroked out now.
I'm stroked out thinking about it.
Yeah, whew.
But I feel like
Little time warp with him, you know.
all right, so Armie Hammer was only in one all-timer, really? Or I never saw that Call Me by Your Name or whatever.
I didn't see
but-
it either.
So yeah, I thought that was like a gay movie, right? So it had like so
won
he should have
an
had the
award or-
gays on his side, unless it was because he was straight. I don't know. Do like the gays
don't
not want to
know.
be portrayed by possible cannibals?
Cannibalism. Cannibalism's pretty bad.
Yeah, but
It's
when
it's one of the like you don't think about it, you know, because it doesn't come up a lot.
Oh, wait, are the Weekday comics about to take a stand? Do
Yeah,
you agree, Dave, that cannibalism is pretty bad?
No. I don't want to say. I don't want to come
All right.
out too strong.
I, as myself, Dave Premiano, am against cannibalism, but if I were Armie Hammer, I think I would have so much tang thrown at me that eventually normal sex would get boring to me,
Okay.
and I would be like, all right, I want to try adding an element of food in the bedroom. And
But
then
not
when
start with,
food
like,
in
a
the bedroom
strawberry.
got, like, how about we mix you and the food?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you could just drizzle some chocolate on her or something, but no, he goes one step further.
A1 sauce.
he puts the sauce on her and then he starts to chew. Yeah.
Fucking. But he probably, I understand why he thought he could get away with it. I mean, I think if you went around and took a poll of like 100 women, I think 3 of them would say, I would let him cannibalize me at least. While us, we would get 0. It would
Yeah,
be a
it would
flat
be-
out. It would, and like 5 more on top of that would think about it
Right.
long and hard before they said no.
Also, I think like as far as I know, he just He didn't bite anybody. He just talked about it, right?
I
Like
thought
he
he-
just confessed that he wanted to do it.
He said something about drinking blood, right?
Maybe he did that.
Did
I
he
don't know.
drink?
But listen, what's Megan Fox and MG Machine Gun Kelly? They did like fucking weird blood shit too, and nobody. Well, people think it's weird, but
Yeah.
nobody cancels them for that. And now I'm not defending Armie Hammer here. I'm just saying I think he only talked about being a cannibal. As far as I know, he didn't eat anybody. Look that
Well,
up.
not-
Neil, if Armie Hammer ate anybody.
Not whole, I'm guessing.
No, I don't think he ate anybody. I don't even think he bit someone.
All right, so here's what we got. We got the text here that the internet has said. That is I'm going to add it in so everyone can see
Yeah,
it
he's
here.
just like
Okay.
sexting
A little
about
bit.
it,
Let
which
me,
is fucked up. But
So,
Okay, so wait, he'd never like
He was-
cut anyone.
say
He-
that you're mine.
so he says I am 100% a cannibal. So obviously,
Yeah.
that's
he
it.
never fucking.
I want to
but
eat
he
you.
never even like cut them or had them period into a chalice or
Yeah, the
whatever.
normal things we've all done. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, guys, come on. I'm 34. I'm bored. You know what I mean?
That's like an episode of Chopped right there, the Armie Hammer episode where every
Yeah.
basket ingredient is some Tinder girl.
Is chop the secret ingredient?
Yeah, it's the one where they
that's-
have the basket and they open it up and they don't know what it is until they open the basket. It's like chefs begin and they open it up and it's just like, oh, this is someone he met on Hinge.
It's his bone-in forearm from a...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling when it beats.
That
I
is
am
a My
100%
Chemical Romance lyric.
Yeah, that's
But in terms of texting, I go like, yeah, but for the bit, I've definitely, you could clip out stuff that I've sent to between comics that is ridiculous.
and
You
she
tell me
seemed
you're
to,
100%
she said
a
I
cannibal all the time. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
She
That's how me,
agreed.
that's how me
I-
and Otis talk.
Yeah, we
Tell me
actually
enough
tried
to-
to book Jake with the text, I want to eat you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's-
I want to eat you from the inside out.
Yeah. Then he was like,
Uh,
you know
we-
what? I got a T-ball game. I actually
we could
can't
have
make
him
it."
on for multiple episodes.
I got some Jake in the fridge, actually. It's kind of going to go bad. It's been frozen there for 3 months.
No,
if
it
you guys
does
want
not
some.
keep.
It does not.
Okay,
But
she said, I am yours, daddy. Okay, so she's good girl. Your body is so fucking perfect and it's mine and I'm into you. I need your blood. I crave it. Will you give it to
Oh.
me tomorrow?
Okay,
you're
so we-
scheduled cannibalism.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he did put it on the calendar.
hold up. Wait a second. Because I got Adrian in the comments right now, and she's like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Let's just put it up there. I hate
She's
to be
one
the
of
bearer
the,
bad
she's
news.
one of the three.
She's one of the three. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cannibalism was like what the headlines ran with. But he did, I mean, this is coming from her. He did sexually assault a lot of women.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
So-
yeah.
so
So,
it's-
still a confirmed bad guy, just
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
cannibal.
so which is worse? Then?
The crime he did.
Yeah.
But here's my original point: that cannibalism is a sneakily evil thing. I would say cannibal above sexual assaulter, both bad, both evil. But like a cannibal has eaten somebody, so not only has probably killed them, unless he was snacking on Michael Fassbender's hog, in which case there's probably
that's.
room to fill up and he could walk away from the situation.
Then he'd
but-
need a twin to fucking help him take that down.
But like, if you were a cannibal, it's like
Sorry, everybody.
that's okay.
Sorry,
Sexual
everybody.
assault allegations against Armie Hammer.
I hate it when they do these autoplay, so they
Yeah.
probably heard that a little bit, but it's okay.
Well, that's
but yeah,
okay.
sorry, I was trying to pull up exactly if they got him or if there were charges, and ABC
He has
7
been
decided
charged.
ABC 7 decided to start automatically. So he has not been charged in any cases of
God
wrongdoing,
damn it.
and this is as of April 17th. And it's just going through, I think, some of the.
And there's
charges
been
there.
new flavors of the month since then.
I see what you did there.
I didn't even intend
Flavors.
that, but
Oh no, I'm sure it wasn't.
I'm saying, yeah, with these celebrities doing illegal things,
Yeah.
they just seem to go away they never get actually punished. They just
Right.
take our art form away.
Right, like Ezra Miller, I brought him up, same thing. It's because he's so tied into a movie that's already been shot.
I know.
They're going to just pretend like he didn't assault people and he's not a raging narcissist and has like a cult that he formed around himself and shit. I'm pretty sure. Like this fucking, it's great. Like what they'll tolerate. Hollywood will tolerate anything from anybody. It's what the fans are willing to tolerate.
But do you think so? They shot this. Do you think he's done? Because they're rebooting the DC universe.
Yeah.
So, but do you think is Disney kind of like sitting on their hands watching this to decide what to do with Jonathan Majors?
Oh
at
yeah.
this point?
No,
Or-
I think Disney's more proactive. I think they decided they were gonna do. They were gonna have like timeline fuck with it and make Jonathan Majors another actor. And
a
just,
different black guy.
Yeah, like this is he only looked like Jonathan Majors in these timelines, but in these timelines he looks like I don't know Don Lemon.
Yeah, Disney's gonna.
I don't know.
Didn't he get fucking?
Yeah, he got canceled too. I
Yeah.
think we're just being generally a jerk. I'm not sure that he did anything criminal. Although I could be wrong because I was way wrong on Armie Hammer. But maybe that's how they get away with it. Because like Adrian, good point. I remembered that he was a cannibal. But I forgot about all the sexual assaults.
That's-
he rope-a-doped me. Like,
Yeah,
he
that's
got
great.
me.
That's great PR on his part.
He
then
fucking got
And
me.
it's severe. Just let it the charges. If
he did all this fucked up shit, but he talked about being a cannibal. Headlines,
Right.
there.
Right.
wow.
Right.
Yeah.
That just goes to show. Anytime you do something fucked up, you actually just admit something that is just weird
Just weirder
into the public.
and not technically
And then-
illegal. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
illegal to message people and say
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a cannibal.
Yeah. Or just
Remember
don't.
that. If you go away with anything today, audience, remember you can send a message.
Don't be a
to
cannibal.
anybody. You can tell anyone
Yeah.
you're a cannibal and they can't legally do anything about it.
Oh man,
Jesus.
that's something to keep in the back pocket,
Yeah.
loyal listeners. Because if there's any podcast out there that's likely to have a cannibal or two in its audience,
That's true.
and thank you for listening.
Yes. To you, we say bon appetit.
Yes.
I hope we pair lovely with a nice elbow.
Happy to entertain you in the dinner hour.
Yes. Eventually, it'll come full circle. It'll be them dining on you eating your brains. Like, but they've killed both of you, and now they're
Oh.
doing the Hannibal episode. Like, they're-
Let's hope. Let's hope they move on that soon. Any plan where they kill and eat me? If I were to be killed, I would like to be eaten. I think.
Okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would. I think that if I'm going to be killed anyway, I would like to obviously be killed and then eaten,
Then eaten,
and
yeah.
not eaten while I'm
Yeah.
still alive.
Oh
But-
yeah, I don't want to like watch them
right.
I don't
That's like a
wanna, like,
torture
be
situation.
tourniqueted off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I die of I guess because you don't want to like die of cancer and then be eaten. That's not good meat.
No, it's
so
not.
if I get hit by a car or something, but you're not the one driving the car, that seems a little suspect. I gotta write a will.
Yeah, I feel like I come away from a lot of our podcasts thinking that. Specifically, you should write a will.
goes into our episode and LegalZoom. Guys, LegalZoom is really important if you're out there trying to set up a will or trust. No.
I don't have any money, but I have a lot of
A lot of things you need people to hear.
no,
His
just a lot
wills
of
are just things I
just
need
a
to
lot
say
of
to people.
instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, would you want it to be someone you know eat you, or like a stranger?
A stranger, because I feel like it would be weird for the person.
Or just a normal human eating stranger? Yeah, just
like
an
a
average
person.
guy. Blue color,
It's
lunch
hard to-
pail,
Yeah.
Yeah,
lunch
like
pail
a
full
work-
of you.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
Real ham and eggs kind of guy, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. It's a tough question because like, you can't just have like open signups because you're gonna get a creep. Like, I don't want a creep eating me either. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want someone like eating me with a hard on. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not what I want to do with the gourmet meal that is me. You know.
I'd be okay with the hard on.
Yeah.
Like, but because they're enjoying it. Like, I don't want
Right.
the hard on to be pre the first bite.
Right.
Like, I don't
You
like.
inspire. You
but I
want them
wanna
your
be- yeah.
flavor of
Right.
your cannibalized flesh. To
Yeah.
to arouse.
Like
the
that means
eater.
you're not thinking about. You're a freak. You're a weirdo that's excited. You're sexually aroused
All right.
at the thought of eating a person. I want you to be sexually aroused by how much you enjoy the taste of.
Right.
I guess I kind of want the same thing. I don't put it in a sexual context, but I want to be eaten by somebody who is then forever changed on the topic of cannibalism.
Okay, you're into that every boner has to be sexual. It's like
No, you
wagging
are-
a tail.
Sometimes it is like that. I'm trying to figure out if the analogy is like you guys are killed and that's the equivalent of like the killer getting to like having to stop at a fast food place, but then pleasantly surprised, so surprised by the quality of the food that they then get an
No,
erection.
I don't want. No, not. I'd like to be go out better than fast food.
That's what I'm saying in the thing, because you're trying to do this thing where like he kills you,
Yeah.
no boner, but he's planned on cannibalizing you, still no boner. Cannibalizes you, then after first bite, then he gets an erection because he's like, oh, I never get an erection in cannibalism. I'm just a cannibal.
Right.
I understand.
Right. You see, we're basically
Okay.
saying the same thing. You just also want him to get a boner.
So yeah,
I
you're
didn't
hoping
really
you.
say in my fantasy,
non-sexual
that's not part of
boner.
it. No, I know.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
I get it. I also want him to become a cannibal and enjoy me in a non-sexual way. I just hadn't
Yeah.
thought about the erection.
Now, fast food.
If that's
fast
what he
food,
goes
yeah.
through, then so be it.
If
you
fast
know?
food wants to advertise that they're serving me, that's okay. But I want it to be horse meat.
Right. Okay.
So then just go to Arby's.
Burger King had a horse meat.
Oh,
thing,
that's
too.
right. Yeah.
And we know that there's no chicken in McDonald's chicken nuggets,
No,
but that's
but I
something
don't care.
grown. That's a plant, right?
Yeah,
Or whatever?
it's sort of like a fine paste made out of
Fine.
who knows what.
Well, that's like the coating. Wait, what's the pink sludge? The pink sludge is like the
Oh,
skin,
the-
or is it the middle part?
It's
Is it-
everything. It's the beaks, the feet, the eyeballs. It's everything that they don't use when they sell the meat that they sell. They grind up, and that becomes the
Chicken
slurry.
nuggets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that becomes your chicken nugget.
Okay, well, if you want to take the unused parts of me, slur them up,
Yeah, the
and then
beak.
then
The
give them
beak,
the
the
fast
feet.
food. Yeah, oh, the teeth, the bones, or
Yeah,
whatever.
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna try this new Davy Nuggets and see what those are.
Davy Nuggets.
Kids want Davy Nuggets, right? Yeah.
I can't pull that off as a nickname, can I?
Davy Nuggets.
That'd be
Nuggets,
so
yeah,
cool
too.
if you could.
There's
I'm thinking if you start wearing straight brim hats, Davy Nuggets, dude.
Davy Nuggets.
they give me
You
headaches.
could buy a
I
Nuggets
know.
jersey.
I get it.
And
Same
then
thing.
you're already there.
Oh, yeah,
I
there you
can't wear it. I can't wear a Nuggets jersey.
I know it would be like it would burn your skin.
Although, give it up to the Miami Heat for not having us deal with potentially 3 more games of those ugly fucking Boston fans. Now we got fucking hot Puerto Ricans twerking in the crowd.
Thank
or
God.
Whatever. I don't have cable anymore. Whatever goes on at these Miami Heat games.
It's all done in 1 foot of rising water, I believe. It's-
Actually, the lack of cable actually makes it easier to check out the crowd, because for some reason they'll like show the TV telecast, but when it comes to commercial time, they just show what goes on like the jumbotron. So it's usually the fans dancing and shit.
Right.
So I can't deal with that with
women
Boston.
that Armie Hammer wouldn't even eat.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, he would definitely eat those Miami
He would
chicks.
send, the women in Boston, he'd send them back.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah, like I would just assume a Boston. You don't season her. She's just regular boiled meat or whatever.
He's like, I'm still a rich cannibal. Yeah.
Regular boiled
Yeah.
meat. Possible episode title.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? What is
Regular boiled meat.
regular boiled meat?
Not 3 words I'd expect to hear tonight. Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
Save that for a television star.
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh my God. What were we talking
What
about?
else is-
We have great banter before. What our audience doesn't see is we have excellent banter before the podcast.
It wasn't
so much so that we
cannibalism.
put pins in things that we never come back to.
Yeah.
It wasn't cannibalism. It had something to do with Star Wars, but I forget what the fuck we were talking about. Oh well.
There's a couple topics there. I'm sure we'll find him.
Like
again.
Armie Hammer, the cannibalism
It just-
came in, it scrambled everything up, and now we're not talking about what we meant to talk about.
Star Wars would be a good, nice revitalization, whatever the word is for his career, right?
Revitalization.
Armie Hammer and Star Wars?
I mean, they brought back the Jar Jar Binks guy. They brought back.
Is the Jar Jar Binks guy problematic?
Well, he was just, he had a lot of hate for being Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Jar
I'm not
Jar-
going to compare Jar Jar Binks to
There's-
a sexual abuser.
Yes, but there are more Star Wars fans, and they are extreme people, than there are Armie Hammer fans. So being Jar Jar Binks, in their eyes, is worse than sexual assault with a side of cannibalism to normal people.
I will give you this: Jar Jar Binks definitely got more hate than Armie Hammer ever did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now they like that guy again because he played a Jedi for 12 seconds in The Mandalorian.
So we need to put Armie Hammer in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen, he received a lot of hate back in the day. Then they brought him back for 10 seconds in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now he's not a
Okay.
cannibal anymore.
So we're
In
just
Star
going to
Wars
launder
fan-
people through the Mandalorian.
We're talking Star Wars fan equivalency.
Okay.
These are
But
people.
there aren't Are there any really problematic people in the Star Wars universe? I don't think so.
Gina Carano.
Oh, yeah. But her shit is normal, like, uncle bullshit, like MAGA uncle bullshit, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she just can't keep her mouth shut and thinks vaccines are fake. She didn't actually do anything to anybody,
I think
as far as I know.
I think something about pronouns in a bio.
I heard someone say once that she was this. What a source. Someone said
Yeah.
once that her family and her are like complete douchebags and they like never tip and they're awful people. But other than that, I don't think that she's ever actually done. Like, I try not to. Like, you say dumb shit, she got punished for it. You
should
know what
get
I mean?
more acting jobs for the more dumb shit you say. That way, a lot of the time when you're speaking, it's words written by another person. That's the best way to take words out of someone's mouth, by putting other words into it.
Actually, Gina Carano never really gets a lot of credit as a good actor, but
Because she's not one.
right. But think about it. Every time she opens her mouth and she's not acting, it's like, Donald Trump won the election. And then they go, and action. And she's like, we have to go over this ridge. From where she started to where she ends up on screen, she's making a complete transformation. I got to give it to her. She's a better actor than I thought she was.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get why some people are just all about dying on hills now.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's because they keep referring to other things as mental illness, but it's literally what they've dedicated their personalities to when they already have something that people like them for.
Yeah.
Fucking J.K. Rowling
Oh, totally.
built a magical world out of nothing but her homeless ass mind. Just something. She created a whole universe to keep her kids warm because she
She
ran
couldn't keep
out
the
of
gas
fucking
on.
newspaper to throw on a fire, and that's such a magical story.
And now tainted forever.
Now-
Forever tainted because you can't keep her mouth shut.
Oh no, it's not even. They're remaking all the movies.
Oh, no, not stopped
Yeah.
at all. You can't stop the machine of Harry Potter stuff. But forever tainted now. Like, every time she comes up, someone's like, well, it's like, I mean, and it is dumb. But it's like you said, that's the mental illness. Shut the fuck up and go down in history as like, it'll be like you, George R. Martin, and like, I don't know, Stephen King as like the greatest like living authors. But now you can't shut up about the one dumb thing that, like, even if she believes it, I don't know what the fuck's going on with her, but like, no matter how strong
Something
she feels
science,
about it, like the definition of a woman or something, I kind of understand like what she's trying to say, but my point is like, who the fuck cares? Like, shut up and go down in history. Like, what, you're not going to turn the ship. You're not going to make society stop slowly creeping towards like, total progressivism, no matter where you hate it, so just shut the fuck up and go be the richest woman in the world and don't even worry about it. But no, she's got to be on Twitter with her fucking mental illness being like, well, actually, you're all wrong, and just disillusioning all these people that she used to inspire. It's the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
And you've also created a world where things can magically just change into another thing. Why can't you have a little magic in your real life, too?
Right. Yeah, why can't people change? Why can't a surgeon wiggle around a little with staff and turn somebody, into what they feel they belong
Yeah.
as?
A scalpel, a wand, it all fucking...
Yeah,
it all,
exactly.
You hold
There's
it...
a little less blood in the Harry Potter
Yeah, you
universe.
hold it
which
thumb and
it's to its
pointer.
detriment. Yeah. There should be more blood in the Harry Potter universe.
I mean, yeah. R-rated Harry Potter?
Hell yeah. They should have grown Harry Potter up. Now that she's
Yeah.
like, her name is Dirt, she might as well just sell Harry Potter to like any fucking IP that wants it. Make like a Harry Potter Punisher crossover or something.
Ooh.
Where Harry Potter's killing cops. Just go fucking full bore,
Well, did the cops deserve...
Abracadabra. How about
Yeah.
that? Boom.
Because, I mean, well, all right, is a cop justified in shooting someone if they're brandishing a wand? I think kind of.
Yeah, 100%. Agreed. Do they have a robe or a hat on? I mean, you got to use context clues, right? Like,
Well, I mean, I wouldn't put them... Well, they were dressed a certain way, so they were asking for it.
I guess, this is where I'm going to be a more conservative I think that wizards shouldn't have rights. I feel like a cop should be able to draw on a wizard. They're menaces to society. They didn't help us during World War II. They didn't help us during any event. They didn't stop 9/11. They could have just put that plane
They
over.
might have caused 9/11.
Right, for
yeah.
all we know. You know what I mean? They don't help us out.
They might have killed Kennedy. That was a magic bullet.
Yeah. I don't trust cops, but I trust wizards even less.
Building 7 is just like magic, like 9 3/4, the train thing. Like it's just that's what it was the entire time. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. No, because I mean, but they dress as humans. You can't just assume someone's a wizard.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but there are a lot of Harry Potter wands out there. You can't just assume someone that went to Harry Potter World and bought a wand is dangerous. You're going to be shooting just regular fans.
Right, because we have kids with toys that have the little fake ones. So
That's
now
right.
we're
How do
going to
you
have to
know-
make those orange.
Right. How do you know it's a kid and not a wizard that has made themselves look like a kid?
Damn.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is hard for policy.
That's right. That's why I think shoot first, ask questions
So
later.
JK, we can't afford to buy Harry Potter from you.
I know.
But
Not
we
yet.
got some good shit swirling around here.
Yeah.
And we're likely to be canceled on the internet any day now. So join us, and together we can make $1 billion.
Yeah, cancel us. Well, yeah, Neil loses the payday if we get canceled.
That's true. That's true. Drop
My
10,
entire-
Drop10.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Pay us first. Then we'll talk about canceling afterward. Right? Wasn't that?
Oh, shows. We were talking about shows that you've lost. I finally fucking remembered.
Right,
after
we
all
were
this
talking about
long-ass
series
walk
finales
that are done, right?
But you didn't watch any of them.
Well, I'm not caught up to Succession yet. I probably will be by the next episode of the Weekday Comics, but I am still on the last season, so you can't spoil it for me. But you don't have any shows left. You've run out of shows.
I guess nothing that's on right now. And then these greedy writers.
I'll tell me
What
about
are they
it, Dave.
complaining about these days right now?
Yeah, just robots doing their jobs.
I mean, I've read some of the shit, right? They can have full conversations with people now, and no one is any the wiser.
Yeah, it's not the same though.
What? Because I heard they wanted. I don't read anything.
The number one sticking point is that they want the AI protections, like written protections against productions using AI. The rest, I mean, they're going for other stuff too, but that's really the one thing that they want.
Oh, it's not money based.
No, they're asking for money too.
Greedy fucking
It's
writers.
it's an ask, you know. But what I believe what they, I mean, if I'm misrepresenting anything, we have probably, hopefully, some people that write and are on strike right now watching, and they're going to give us a job one day. But you know, write in if you know. But I think that it's like.
But let me do the talking too for the right. I don't like writing in other people's voices.
Sure. Well, that's
So
gonna
put me on.
You want to be, yeah, I get it. Me too. I want to be the one writing and delivering, but you know,
But in a complete
gonna pay me to
monotone.
write.
I'm not going to act. I refuse to act.
okay.
I
You
can't-
wouldn't act.
I
You don't think so?
I don't have the bug. No, I don't. I know that's what do you do in comedy for?
No.
It's,
I don't think that's true. I mean, it'll be hard if you don't want to write or act. Like, what are you?
I'm
You
too-
just gonna do jokes? You just gonna get up on stage?
I could write. No, I could write. I guess I could write movies. I like.
Okay,
that.
scripts and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
now we're just into the pipe dream segment. I've tried acting.
We
in
are
few
doing a podcast
yeah, I
about
know.
comedy, so
Well, the podcast is obviously going to be huge. 21 episodes, and we're at
hell yeah, we're doing good. Thank you guys for watching. This has been
21
fun so
listeners.
far. Yeah, we're doing it, and now we're just talking about what we'd like to do when we grow up.
Yeah,
So.
no. I've tried acting a few times, and I just throw out whatever lines they give me and then just start ad-libbing on my own. And I've had to wear sunglasses every time because my eyes show death. And none of the projects are ever normally seen
by most
by
people.
anyone.
Yeah, most of my acting is the same way. I did sketch comedy for a long time, and a lot of it is online still. You can find it at 51deep.com if my friend has actually maintained the website. But I did a lot of sketch comedy, and I was always asked to, we were not actors, so I was always asked to like chew on the furniture. Me and my friend Chris probably had the most acting chops, so we were always the ones. He's a great straight man, and I can play a great wild man, so I had to like constantly be over the top, set to 11. So it's not exactly acting that I'm proud of, or anything like that. I'm definitely hamming it up. But I don't know. I used to act in high school. I don't think I'd ever be a great actor, but I feel like if I had enough, like, where people wanted to see me in something, yeah, you could hand me a script and I could do it.
Sweet. Oh, did you write the sketches too, or were some
Yeah.
they were okay?
Some of them were written by me. It was collaborative. A lot of it was drinking.
Oh.
We sort of all kind of lived together. We were drinking, and then we would just shoot something whenever the
Well, I
mood
can't do
struck us.
collaborative either.
Well, that's okay.
I-
We can barely do this. Yeah,
That's true. I'd like to do collaborative writing, but in the way that I write everything, and then the other person just smacks me in the back of the head whenever I want to take a break, which
Okay.
would be frequently.
So you need an assistant.
Yeah, I need someone just to,
You
hey,
just need a secretary.
fucking
Yeah.
wake up. Stop playing fucking video games. You were asked to write 5 pages.
Yeah.
You stopped it. Yeah, I just fucking sit back like Al Bundy after I write a really good line. Like, oh, well, I've accomplished something.
That's when I write scripts, I do the same exact thing. I'll get like 2 lines of dialogue out, and I'll be like, I just created a moment. I can give myself a break, play a
I
little
know.
Rocket League.
I fucking, because I've been rewriting my zombie script.
Cool.
But I wrote like, I have like 3 pages done. And I basically been like just copying and pasting a lot over, but I deleted like a whole paragraph and replaced it with one word. I was like, ooh, that's fucking good. And I haven't touched the script since.
Nice. So you've actually end up with less.
But it's better.
writing.
It is
Okay,
better.
it has been
the
improved.
one word, yeah. It was such a cringeworthy dialogue that,
Got
like,
it.
yeah, oh,
You've summarized it all in one
Yeah.
word, whatever dreck you had written.
no.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's my writing process.
I like it. I like it. Have you written any other scripts other than that one?
I have 5 in some stage of development. All of them are just massive troll jobs, too. It's a zombie movie that doesn't really feature any zombies. I have an alien invasion movie that doesn't have an alien invasion.
Okay.
A
Nope.
time travel movie where they don't travel time. Actually, this is a genius idea, though. It's like a modernized time travel movie where they create the formula to travel time. Oh, this is actually from a few years ago, back when like a lot of people were like getting their like 8-year-old tweets drawn up and getting fired. So I had a movie where they just applied the time travel formula to social media so they could start canceling people for things they haven't even said yet.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. A rom-com with no romance.
Okay. That makes sense. Total
Yeah.
sense.
And one serious attempt is after I saw the movie Brightburn. Do you
Okay.
guys know that?
Yep.
I remember thinking, wow, if you had 100 monkeys with typewriters, you could come up with 100 better evil Superman scripts than this movie.
It was bad.
So I took I've taken my stab at an evil Superman,
Okay.
Two.
Cool. Evil Superman 2.
No, as well.
comma TOO.
Oh, okay.
No, I
That's
need
the
to
one
give
with
that-
General Zod, right?
Yeah. No, he's not in it. In fact, I don't think I could legally call him Superman.
Neil's giving me a look, an angry look, knowing
no, I'm
I'm
not.
purposely
I
derailing
know.
this
I love it. I
train
love
of thought.
it. Yeah.
That's cool. I just finished up I want it to be 10 episodes. I need to write more. I finished up 8 episodes of a script for a series about, it's a comedy. It is a comedy. It's like Garden State-esque, but takes place.
Pretentious.
Yes,
Joke.
100%. No, basically a guy moves back to his hometown, but his hometown is the town that the Renaissance Fair is in. So he has to get a job at the Renaissance Fair. He's like a washed up
Oh, that's
like
fun.
loser, and he's got to get a job at the Ren Fair.
I like
And
that.
So yeah, I've been writing that, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it.
You're 8 episodes into 10.
I'm 8 into 10. It just doesn't have a good resolution, so I need to kind of figure out a way to tie a little bow
Oh
on it.
man, you started writing without a resolution. That's ballsy.
Yeah, well, I knew like general themes that I wanted, and because it's episodic, I kind of
And-
knew
yeah.
like the
Okay.
meta plots that I wanted, and I knew that there was going to be like a romantic element and things like that, and now it's just coming to like a satisfactory sort of like Act 3
Okay,
denouement to
but
kind
with
of,
this
like,
knowledge,
end it.
yeah, with
I'm
this,
not going to be the person that like if I write a whole script, I'm not going to be like, and then we'll leave it open for season 2. No, you want to have it all come together at the end of your script, and that's what I'm lacking.
well, that's fair.
So right now it's just a good 8 episodic episodes that don't have much of a conclusion.
Now that I have this background knowledge, I will never watch.
That's
I
okay.
need to know that they have a fucking exit plan before they start writing all the episodes.
I get it. I will often write without that. I mean,
It's
I might
all
have a
good.
general idea, but I like it when the
Beef
things
is-
that develop while you're writing, like especially like when you're going through like Act 2, and you'll kind of see things that kind of naturally develop that you hadn't intended once you write the characters. I also try to write a lot of character-driven shit. So a lot of times, like I've found if I have a plan at the end, the characters that I've written as they grow, they start to change the ending. Because like I'm like, these characters wouldn't come to this ending now. These people are different than the more two-dimensional characters that I started writing when I was thinking about the overall
get it.
plot. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
okay, I dig that. Yeah, I can only write. Yeah, I just write a character that's basically me, and then write everyone else to react around them. They're given no personality whatsoever.
Good idea,
Yeah.
Dave. He said.
Yeah. No, I want them to argue with me so I can fucking go on rant. Yeah,
And so you can prove them
it's me
wrong?
and just everyone disagreeing with me. Yeah, exactly.
I love
It's
it.
just curb your enthusiasm, isn't it?
Yeah, right, absolutely.
I mean, I guess I have some Larry David tendencies.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
All right.
You are 100.
Cannibal.
You are 100% Larry David.
My guy doesn't need anyone in a zombie movie. Oh, but
A zombie movie where no one gets eaten.
actually,
That could be the movie that brings Armie Hammer back. No one gets eaten
That's
in
true.
it. You'd expect.
I
right?
would like to be played. I could be played by Armie Hammer.
You're talking news. You're talking news. News. Talking news. We're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
And Neil cut me up.
Sorry.
We decide Armie Hammer's going to play me in whatever movie.
In whatever movie you
Yeah.
get made, one of the conditions
I don't care if
of
he
this
has
movie-
any acting chops to pull it off. I just want it skin deep. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's news time.
Let's do the news.
I guess I'll start.
Okay.
More than 6 in 10 say Biden's mental fitness to be president is a concern, poll finds. And according to a not separate poll, around 4 in 10 Americans weren't mentally fit enough to understand the question.
Senator Dianne Feinstein, allegedly suffering from dementia, expressed confusion over Kamala Harris presiding over the Senate, which doctors say may have been her first lucid thought in months.
Oh, man. We both went right wing for our first one. Huh?
Yeah.
Target removed some LGBTQ merchandise from stores ahead of Pride Month after threats to workers. The store employees are expected to be tougher about this, though, as they should be used to wearing a target on their chests.
I tried.
I-
I attacked that story like 2 or 3
That
times.
was one I was looking to replace, but
And-
then I ran out of time.
Could I get it? Prosecutors have evidence Donald Trump showed classified documents to people at Mar-a-Lago, though it is unclear if he was selling this information or just looking for someone to read it to him while doing all the silly voices.
Stars Golden Knights playoff game halted after Dallas fans angrily throw debris on ice. These hockey fans wanted to show the rest of the city that the Cowboys weren't the only team that could come up with new ways to not finish playoff games. It wasn't good enough to
okay.
rescue anyway.
I like what you were doing, though. You
Yeah.
had it, because the Cowboys suck, and I appreciate
true.
that. Russia issues arrest warrant for Senator Lindsey Graham following critical comments about the war. When asked what he would do if locked in a cell with large Russian men set on abusing him, Lindsey Graham said no comment, at least not until his erection goes down.
Now that's a sexual erection, right?
That's right, 100% a sexual erection.
New York City is sinking due to its million-plus buildings, study says. It says that a completely submerged New York would leave Los Angeles the only American city worth talking about, a move that Dan DePriel calls totally worth it.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, boom. Got
Oh,
me. Returning
finally.
fire. I love it. I fucking love it. Waiting for this. I've been waiting for you. You had your hands up. Finally gave me with the jab.
I always
That was a
lay
good
in.
one.
I'm a tiger.
Yeah.
I fucking pounce when
When
pounce.
at least you
Sorry.
pounce. There you go. Pounce when you least expect it. Oh, man. All right. Donald Trump says he plans to end birthright citizenship if reelected. Trump says it makes no sense to automatically be American just because you're born an American, or automatically being a Trump just because you were born Eric or Tiffany.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nebraska woman pleads guilty to burning fetus after abortion. It would have been fine if she didn't go from telling people she had a bun in the oven to she had one cooking on the grill.
Oh, God. 100%. Yeah, there you go. Kill shot. Wow. Thank you for honoring our troops, Dave.
Oh, sure.
Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac turned 75 this week. She's celebrated by fucking every man in her retirement community and watching them fight.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Speaking of classic rock, Pink Floyd founder condemned for wearing SS officer uniform where Jews were deported by Nazis. But on the bright side, we can now officially say that we've seen the world's worst "Wish You Were Here" postcard.
That's good. I tried that one too. Another one I chickened out. I gave up on. It was just so on the nose. I couldn't figure out an angle. That
I
was
started
good.
looking up the hits and then I listened to them. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nazis are not good fucking songs.
Okay, this is a two-parter here. Tina Turner found dead at 83 years old. Police have put out an APB for a midget heading towards Thunderdome on the back of a much larger mutant. Yeah, you gotta try that.
Master Blaster.
That's right. Tina will be joined by Master Blaster in heaven. That is, if she'll even talk to Ike when she gets there. Remember how you're saying you like to save one for the podcast? We won't clip one. That's one we're not going to clip out there.
Oh, the dead celebrity, they never get any pushback on that. Video captures wild brawl at Chicago's O'Hare Airport, leading to 2 arrests, which just goes to show you can take them out of Chicago, but sometimes you can't even do that. And I don't know the race of these people, so I was just saying violent Chicago citizens.
Just regular
a
violent.
white guy and a black guy.
Sure.
I never
violence.
read past the headline or look at pictures.
Right. Yeah. Again, we we never mention this on time, but we don't read the headlines. We also don't confer with each other about these jokes. Thank God. We might try to talk each other out of some of these. So we're all hearing all of this for the first time. Where was I? A new Winnie the Pooh book teaches Texas kids how to run, hide, or fight in a school shooting situation. It also teaches kids if you keep calling one of your friends Piglet, he will show up to the 1,000-acre wood with an AR-15.
Oh, bother. Ultraviolet light reveals to scientists a hidden Bible passage 1,500 years later. This also marks the first time that the church having a special light brought in didn't result in having to silence a child afterward.
Good. South Carolina governor says he was joking when he said he wanted to hunt down Democrats with dogs. The governor says he was just calling back the classic Abbott and Costello routine, who's on first, being torn apart by German shepherds.
Topical.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, because it was the fucking reference I made that you called me, and then you fucking come back with it, Abbott and Costello.
Oh, yeah. What was that? You did make some old-timey reference. Well,
who doesn't love old-timey? Buddy Holly?
Yeah, it might have been a buddy. Or Chubby Checker, I believe, also got a mention.
Yeah, true. Texas high school delays its graduation after only a handful met diploma requirements. They still thought this gave them a leg up on other Texas schools that had to delay graduations, claiming, hey, our kids can get less stupid, but yours can't get less shot.
That's good. And we have a joke off.
Oof.
Texas high school had to move its graduation because only 5 students were eligible to graduate. The ceremony was moved to the governor's mansion to celebrate the largest Texas graduating class in years.
All right, we can put that one to the internet.
Yeah. Internet, you let us know. And keep in mind, you vote for me and you tie it up, which is a much more fun situation for me.
I'm not even going to campaign. That's how much I trust in the work.
Wow. No, it's good. It's good when you're in the lead. You get to not be thirsty for it.
It's good to be king.
Yeah.
A man has been arrested after shooting his roommate during a fight about eating the last Hot Pocket, police in Kentucky say. The roommate isn't expected to press charges, though, as the gunshot really took his mind off the burning roof of his mouth.
Okay, we got another joke off, and I don't even know if we can put this one to the test.
Same punchline.
Same exact punchline, but written in a different way. So we'll give it a go. A Kentucky man shot his roommate in an argument over him eating the last Hot Pocket, which doctors say was a slightly less painful experience than biting into the Hot Pocket.
There you go.
So,
okay.
There we go. I feel like that's a draw.
Yeah, well, we won't even bother with that one. All right. Google removes slavery simulator game from store following a wave of criticism in Brazil. Google was reluctant, though, as this game let Android users see the end results of good slave driving that iPhone users get to experience on a daily basis.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Any child slavery joke, just right on my alley.
Little slaves.
I like that. That's an interesting.
No, we're
riff.
not doing this. We're not doing Dave writing a song about little slaves. We're not doing it. I don't know what that was, but
It's more of a theme song.
yeah, no, I could tell.
Than a
Jingle.
concerto.
Okay, let's just say we'll put a pin in that one. Dave.
Yeah,
We'll come back to little.
I'm not
Slaves.
putting no pin in no little slave.
Some Candyland shit. All right. Former Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell admits he smoked weed before NFL games. Inspired by his courage, Pittsburgh fans admit they also need to smoke weed just to get through Steelers games.
There you go. I thought the punchline would have been more, no shit.
Well,
I know. All right. Here's one of the ones I ran out of time to replace. Texas woman calls 911 after killing husband with hammer over divorce papers. The worst part was realizing afterwards that with how well she swung that hammer, she don't need no man. That was a placeholder that I never filled the place.
it's
Of.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It was good. Nevada passes bill to allow assisted dying. And in Nevada, your dying will be assisted in the desert by a Bellagio pit boss named Vinny.
There you go. President Biden's speech briefly paused after LSU women's basketball star collapses during White House visit. Afterward, the First Lady gave an update saying she's going to be fine, and also, this probably wouldn't have happened if Iowa came here instead.
DeSantis Disney governing board appointee quits a few months into the job after meeting a talking rat that teaches him about the power of friendship.
Love talking animals.
Yeah, it's cute.
Riley Gaines calls out 2 trans runners for failing to appear at race amid controversy. And by not wanting trans athletes to perform in women's events and then still being unhappy when they don't, she all but assured that her womanhood will never be called into question.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're never happy.
I like it. I liked it. The series finale of HBO's Succession aired this Sunday, leaving fans feeling bittersweet. Now, if we want to watch a dysfunctional family of rich, sociopathic trust fund babies trying to destroy each other, we have to go back to the Trumps.
There we go. Horse death toll at Churchill Downs rises to 12, sparking controversy. The most recent horse to be put down was called Kimberly Dream, which was very tragic because it had 2 to 5 odds to be one of the horses that survives.
I've been trying to write a dead horse joke for weeks. They've been dying.
Can't
These
beat
horses,
it, huh?
but I can't. Can't. Dave, you're the glue. You're the glue that holds this podcast together.
Nay.
Yeah, all right.
I ran out.
All right. Rapper Fetty Wap sentenced to 6 years in prison for running drugs, which should give him ample time to write his autobiography, From Trap Queen to Trapped Queen, the Fetty Wap story. Trap Queen is a Fetty Wap song.
Sorry.
Neil's down. Neil's got his finger on the pulse of the streets. He knows what's
Was that
up.
song written before 1996?
You know his rule.
No, yeah, I
You know his rule.
The audience is
Okay.
laughing.
That's for them. It's about time we do something on this podcast for the audience.
I'm against it.
State Farm has stopped accepting homeowner insurance applications in California. They informed the residents, when we said like a good neighbor, we meant more than looking the other way when you leech our Wi-Fi kind of thing.
Oklahoma State Republican calls LGBT plus community a disease and says it's contagious. He then went on to say, and computers can get this virus too. That's why my search history looks like that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Judge rules Colorado student cannot wear a sash with Mexican and American flags during graduation. He said it would be a bad look for the school if it looked like they were giving out 2 bad educations.
All right.
I did statistical research for that one. Turns out both of our schools' education systems way down the shitter.
Really? Yeah, that makes sense. From what I've been able to observe around me. All right. Peruvian police seized cocaine packets with Nazi flag and Hitler's name printed on the outside, which is terrible news for Kanye West's new album.
Now he's an artist from before 1996.
You know him.
I've heard of him.
You're a white supremacist. You know Kanye West.
One of the good ones. Oh, man. New York Times ripped for peace, lamenting lack of kink in new Little Mermaid. The reviewer's main complaint was that if the movie's goal was to add more realism, then there at least should have been an explanation on where it goes in.
Yeah, it's a good question. What is going on there?
I mean, you got that CGI. There better be some gill puss.
All right, I can't believe that this happened. This lined up like this, but here we go. Pedro Pascal got an infection after years of letting Game of Thrones fans put their thumbs in his eyes to recreate the iconic scene. Pedro apparently got the idea from actor Armie Hammer, who continues to let fans put their body parts in his mouth to this day. Wrote that last night.
You're the one that brought him into the conversation.
I didn't expect it to be the topic of conversation.
Well, I've had some thoughts on him, and I've just been sitting in wait for a appropriate time to bring it up.
Well, here we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, if I haven't been canceled yet. China wants to land astronauts on the moon before 2030. Their plan is to launch by later this year, but they also acknowledge that their astronauts may not be the fastest drivers.
You'll be fine. That's great. That's good. That's good. All right. Amid his retirement, Arnold Schwarzenegger says Bruce Willis will always be remembered as a great star. Not by him, of course, but by the rest of us. And that action heroes don't retire, they reload. Of course, the last time someone handed Bruce Willis an unloaded gun, he tried to answer it like a telephone.
It's a fun visual.
Yeah.
All right. My last one. Kohl's faces shopper uproar after marketing LGBTQ clothing to children. And while the parents would like to wait until their kids are a little older to decide if they're gay or not, they know that Kohl's cash is going to expire way before that.
Yeah, all right. My last one. Don't say gay bill passed in Iowa. But as always in Iowa, the cops never check the cornfields.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I don't know
but
either.
like
It doesn't
I
make any
like it.
logical sense. That's why I tucked it in the back, but I liked it too. Like, it's don't say gay. You don't need to be in a cornfield for that. But
I was just anal insertion with a ear of corn. I get it.
yeah, it's a playground for the fantasy.
A lot of gay stuff you
Yeah.
can do with corn.
You could make a Michael Fassbender snowman.
His dick had an ear of corn kind of.
It had kernels
bend
on
to
it, I
didn't
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
I'd eat a
butter
bucket.
melting on
I'd
the
eat a
top of
bucket
one
of
those
that at the
pictures.
theater. Yeah.
Bucket of that.
Oh,
Oh man. Well, this is a fun one. We should have Jake Matera cancel on us more often.
That's true. I hope our fans devoured this one.
yeah.
What do you got coming up?
I am doing a show, and I don't remember where it is, but I'll be posting it. It's with the amazing James McElhenney. Oh, I think I'm also sneaking into a Soul Joel's lineup, late night, Friday night. No, that's next week. So I'll plug that next week. Saturday, I will be at a show with James McElhenney. I'm a great comic. I really can plug the shit out of my own shows,
true.
can't I?
Well, hey, I will not be sneaking onto a late night lineup at Soul Joel's. I'm on the fucking lineup.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
On Friday?
No, Saturday.
Okay. Who are you with?
It's fucking Rinaldi and Yoder. They book it. Are you on that lineup as well?
correct.
Look at you two for it already, right?
Well, what can I say?
I could say a lot. I heard your fucking microphone torn was terrible, according to an audience member.
My
last
microphone torn.
form.
My
I-
microphone form
Hey.
was terrible.
She fucking complimented my enunciation.
A good note. It would have been nice if she gave it to me and not to my mortal enemy. I think it's what I was like. That's not going to help anybody because now I'm going to do whatever it is to make sure I keep doing it to annoy.
Right.
Yeah, like
She
it's-
had no idea.
It's a shame.
Okay, so yeah, I have that. It hasn't been locked in yet, but I think the Wednesday following next, this one Wednesday from now, not tomorrow,
Jesus.
you and I will be competing against each other in Iron Comic.
Not 100% confirmed yet, but probable.
Yes, let's go with probable.
Okay. And yeah, I assume there'll be a little more trash talking next episode as we're
I'm
right
actually
up against it.
gonna end the podcast if you win.
I think that's the move.
I'm going to take that lightsaber away from you. I'm going to
Yeah.
snatch it right out of your Sith
You get the
hands.
belt. You'll get the belt. It's a champion. It's a wrestling belt right now.
I know, but if I beat you, it will be the end of your quest to.
Yes.
You have to go undefeated throughout the summer, right?
There is no. It's like Schrodinger's lightsaber. It doesn't exist yet in this world,
Right.
but it could.
It's an interesting way for you to think about that to take
Yes.
the pressure off yourself. Yeah, okay. But regardless, there is a date in which if you remain undefeated, you will hit that date and you will receive a lightsaber. But I currently stand between you and that date, and that's the way I'm looking at it.
I will buy a belt attachment for it and wear it everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a belt extender for any belt they give me anyway.
I just kind of like hold it up against my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm also too fat for it.
All right. So if you're in South Jersey, come on out. Wait for that date and come on out.
Well, I mean,
That's a
you know,
biggie.
these belts that you can buy are for children. So,
Yeah.
Neil, what do you got?
Just go to IamNeilWood.com for all the dates and details. June 2nd here in Philly and South Philadelphia at Crown of Creation. It's an 8 o'clock show. Tickets are only $5 right now. So for the first 5 people, they're only $5. So grab them up now over at droptent.com. And all the dates and details for me, like I said, IamNeilWood.com. Go there.
Sweet. And we will see you next week with guest Alejandro Morales.
Yes. Can't wait.
Looking
Great
forward
comic.
to that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week, guys.
See ya. Peace.
Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a. we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.